Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, April the 12th, 2023. Wednesday, April the 12th, 2023. I almost forgot about the date and I just said it. We had some movement today. General Hospital, my voice, y'all. That almost went out on me. General Hospital has been moving along and it's actually been pretty exciting to me. So let's dive right in. It's about to be on and popping. Cody convinced Sam to get him out on bail. You know, Dante was interrogating him. Cody made his one phone call and it was to Sam. And Dante's like, why would you call Sam? And she goes, because she can help me. And so Sam comes in, gives him a kiss, says, look, you go and catch Victor Cassadine. I'll handle Cody. So she's talking to him because, you know, Sam, she don't half like Cody, but she's starting to see some redeeming qualities in Cody because he's not a good guy, no, but he's also not a bad guy because Sam herself was not a good girl at all. She was a scammer and a grifter and a schemer. But she's got some real good qualities in her now, right? She was Bonnie to Jason's Clyde. She's got some real good qualities in her, though, right? She and Spinelli did some things in their PI business, but she's got some really good redeeming qualities. And she's starting to see Cody's not all bad, okay? So he convinced her and he told her, no, Gladys is setting me up. And she goes, why would Gladys do that? He goes, there's reasons, you know. He goes, Gladys got mixed up with the wrong crowd or could be mixed up with the wrong crowd. And, you know, she could be doing some things. He says, either way, whatever her reasons are, because she goes, why are you so compelled to want to help Sasha? He said, because Sasha and I have kind of become friends. And I want to look out for my friend. He says, so Sam, if you get me out of this, you know, I'm not going to skip town. I'm not. But if you get me out of this, oh, I could fix the situation I'm in. He said, because I didn't do this. He said, but I know why I was framed. And so he said, she goes, then who is threatening who? What situation could Gladys be in that you know about that? He goes, you know what? I can't tell because I want to keep my kneecaps. And she looked at him like, okay, because that who threatens to break your kneecaps? The mob, right? So Sam's like, okay. He goes, but no. He goes, I can get this whole mess cleared up and help my friend Sasha. So Sam goes, all right, fine. You know, she'll go ahead and post his bail. So he's coming out. Now, Gladys has come to the police station bugging Jordan, bugging Dante. I'm here to give my statement. I need you to take my statement. And Jordan, who is the chief of police, is like, she goes, aren't you going to take my statement? She's like, no, but you could go wait over there. And when an officer is free, I'll have that officer take your statement. So she tells Dante, aren't you going to take my statement? He goes, nope, I'm working on a case. And he leaves, right? So it shows some officer we've never seen before taking Gladys's statement. And Gladys is done. And now Cody's come out because his arraignment has come up. And the officer came in, put the head, because Cody Bell, it's time for your arraignment. So Sam comes out and Gladys sees Cody, you know, in handcuffs. And she slithers over to Sam. Ooh, there goes that Cody Bell. I bet he's been in jail a lot. Sam looks at Gladys and she said, I don't know about that, Gladys, but I could tell you this much. He's not going to be in jail now. And Sam turns and walks away from her. She goes, wait, what? What? Don't tell me you bought his act. And Sam kept right on walking out. So Gladys turns and she looks at Cody. First, he's kind of like, yeah, didn't work, did it? Yeah. And then he kind of clenched his mouth like, I'm going to get you. I'm coming after you now. Because see, in this scenario, who has the upper hand? Cody. Period. And Gladys, once he looked at her like that, and he turned and he went with the officer, she's like, uh-oh. Okay, this may not go the way I want it to go. And I don't know how she thought it would. That evidence was so circumstantial, it couldn't even stand up. The bracelet had way too many clasps on it for Cody to somehow come. There was no way anybody could pickpocket that bracelet off of her arm. It just couldn't be done. Somebody would have to be holding your arm like this while they talking to you. And actually not even like this. They got to be holding your arm like this as they're talking to you and they're working. And you don't notice, you don't feel them working to get this bracelet off your arm. That thing was, the clasp was huge. The way it was on her, she held her wrist up. And I thought, well, how's she gonna say somebody stole that? She had to have taken it off, put it somewhere to talk to somebody, and somebody stole it. But how could somebody take that? Next thing I know, it was gone. No, doesn't happen that way. If you're on house arrest and they have the ankle bracelet around your ankle, how are you gonna up when the cops show up and say, well, when that thing come off? I didn't even notice it was gone. Sasha had to notice the bracelet wasn't on me. Come on, Gladys. That thing was heavy. What a stupid, stupid story she was trying to weave. And it wouldn't even have held water if Cody would have even had to go to trial for it. It wouldn't have held water. So anyway, I'm like, good, Gladys, see now, Cody wasn't a complete enemy of yours then, but he is now. Because all he has to do now is tell Sasha, you know what? Call it my own intuition, but just trust me. I know you don't know me. Look into your finances. For one, I've already said, look at the sale of that garage. Look at the contract for it. And then just look at your bank account, Sasha. Have you checked your bank account lately or at all? And all Sasha has to do is take one look. And Gladys is busted. Busted. So Cody is going to make sure he gets that done. And I'm happy. I'm happy that part is working out like that, right? We've got animated, I said Anatine. Animated out of surgery. He got to be sick of crying, right? Ugly crying. Oh, he's crying over Anna at her bedside. Oh, you got to wake up. Oh, he's going on and on and on. His head is just down. Oh, my God. And at the end, Anna's eyes start to open. And I thought, come on, we know she's going to wake up. So I did hear she's going to be going on sabbatical for a while. So they're going to have to send her away to recoup, to rehabilitate. Like, remember, after Valentine got real sick, they had to send him away. And he was gone for months, 4 or 5 months. She's getting ready to be gone for a while. Okay, we know they're in love. They can pick up that love story later. We got other things we're working on right now. Go get a rest, Anna. Let everybody else bring Victor down. And when you come back, it'll be cool, right? So I'm happy about that. So we have, let's see, Curtis Valentine was grilling Portia, being rude because he was scared. Curtis stands up for Portia. You don't talk to my wife like that, or we're gonna have oh, shut up, Curtis. She's your wife now, right? She's not just the person that lied to you. And Portia was feeling good that he said, my wife, she caught that. He stood up for her. She caught that. Yeah, okay. Curtis is going to end up forgiving her. And honestly, folks, I don't care. I don't care about Curtis and Portia. Forgive her or don't forgive her. Who cares? Right? Please. So now it becomes evident that Trina is missing as well. Dante went to the dorms and Jocelyn's like, no, she never came back. You know, and then she goes, wait a minute. She's looking at, she goes, I texted her too. And Jocelyn's like, wait, now that I'm looking, they're saying none of them are deliverable. She goes, I wonder why is that? And then she called Trina and she goes, it's going straight to voicemail. And so she's going to the worst case scenario. Victor has Trina, which Victor doesn't have Trina, but Trina is on the same boat as Victor, right? So now Jordan has been alerted that Trina could possibly, Spencer's missing, Ace is missing, Lisa Obrecht's missing, and now Trina could be in that mix as well, which she is, very much in the mix. Laura and Felicia were talking. They're like, you know what? Laura says, and they showed a earlier scene of young Jeannie Francis. She goes, they had me kidnapped, the Cassadines, on that boat. It wasn't called the Haunted Star at that point. And she said the name of the boat, but who cares? I don't remember. Probably will never hear that name again. And it showed her. She came out of hiding from where she was hiding. She snuck out and got some bread and some water and was sneaking back in. She goes, yeah, I had to sneak around that boat, and before they didn't know she was, I guess, not captive anymore. And she's sneaking around. And she goes, that brought back memories. She goes, for some reason, with what's going on, I feel like this is something to do with a part of my past. And I can't quite place it. Something. Well, look, it's that whole Cassadines taking over the world thing. It's a part of the past, right? With the Ice Princess and Victor, not Victor, the older Cassadine, Valentine's father. Helena's husband, whatever his name was. Nikos Cassadine, gonna freeze the world. Come on now. So Laura and Felicia goes, come on, Laura, let's sit down. Maybe we could figure this out. So they sit down. They sit down. See, now I'm gonna start coughing. Goodness, I don't know if I'm ready for that. So they sit down, and Laura, she goes, think, Laura, think. Where could they be going? And so Laura's like, Cassadines have a lot of little different houses, safe houses, compounds all across the globe. She says, and there is this one. She goes, now that I think about it, she goes, and they can pretty much do whatever they want in their territories, right? She said, but there's this one in this remote place. I can't remember what Laura said. She says, it's only accessible by boat. And it's remote. It's covered by, did she say Amazon forest or whatever forest? Rainforest, Amazon forest, California forest, whatever forest, right? It is. And it's just very, very remote. That could be where Victor's headed. One of the places. And Felicia says, see, we're getting progress, Laura. I knew it. So anyway, so Laura says, but getting to that place and moving around that place is next to impossible. So Felicia says, I think I know who can do it. And I'm thinking, who? Because I sure can't think of a soul that could, get in and out of remote places. Jason's gone, right? Who? Definitely is not Drew Kane. Ooh. So we'll see who Felicia comes up with. Some blast from the past, right? We'll see. And I'm actually interested to see what idea, because so far, Felicia's little ideas have been pretty doggone good lately. You know, she's actually of value. So I'm interested to see that. So then we have, now we're down to, we got Willow. Brooklyn is there helping, and Michael's there, and then Sasha comes. And Michael gets up to go do something. Was it get drinks for the ladies or something? Who knows? And the little baby, Amelia, is being held by Willow. And Amelia's a little fussy today, this baby. And I don't know, everybody, that doesn't look like the twins that they had when she had her, when she had the baby in the hospital. Is it just me? Or does that look like a little different baby actress? Because this baby, it really looked like a real girl. The others were boys playing a girl part. You really couldn't tell. But this one, to me, has girl feature. I don't know. This baby's face looks different than what I remember the other Amelia looking like. So anyway, I just wonder, is that just me that thought that way? But anyway, so they put the baby down and they're talking, and Willow is saying now, they're saying you don't have to be brave around us. You can say anything you want because you're trying to be brave for Michael. Michael's trying to be brave for you. You don't have to. And so she says, Michael will do pretty much anything for me. He wanted to marry me in the hospital months ago. And I said, no, I didn't want to get married in the hospital. Then we wanted to get married right as soon as I got out the hospital, right up at the main house. But then I said, we found the transplant donor, and I said, let's wait. I want to dance at our wedding. She says, but now I honestly may not be here. She says, and I want to just get married now because I want pictures. I want, so that the children can have pictures of their mommy and daddy married and happy. She goes, Amelia is not going to remember me at all. And she goes, and Wiley is so young. He will probably remember me, but when he sees the pictures, So she goes, I really just want to go ahead and just make some good family memories, right? And so they said, well, yes, you know what? Then look, let's not look at it like planning a wedding and all of that. She goes, let's plan the best celebration day. A good celebration day. I think that was Sasha's idea. And she goes, that way, it doesn't have to have anything traditional. We can just make it a good celebration. And Willow said that would be nice. But now, Michael would have to go for it. And Brooklyn's like, Michael, do anything for you. And so Michael came out the back at that point, we'll do what for her, right? So Willow tell him, and he'll be like, okay, let's do it in an hour. Come on now. Michael wanted to marry this girl a long time ago. Each time it's her pushing it back. So I would like to see them get married because we all know our fear. She falls into a coma, and now Nina has to make all the decisions. Don't want that to happen, right? So that was that. Now I saved the best for last, and the best for last is, well, looky there. Guess who should have been coming out the pool last summer? Or quite frankly, I think he did come out the pool last summer, but he didn't look like that. Nicholas Chavez has bulked it. Go ahead, Hulk. You know what? He came out the back because Victor and his little goon came to the door, and Victor saw it was unlocked. So he went in, he didn't see anybody in there. And he said, search this boat, he told Ambrose. Search this boat. And then Spencer comes out the bathroom area in a little towel and wet. Uncle Victor, you know? And he goes, Spencer. He goes, what? Right? So he's saying something, he's talking to Victor, and then it cuts to another scene. And then when it comes back, Spencer has his shirt on and he's, snapping his pants or whatever. Trina is under the bed. And she realizes her purse is not all the way under the bed with her, which why wouldn't it be, Trina? You're hiding, get under the bed. And while you at it, Trina, when you come up out of that bed, take those earrings off your ears and ditch them. I don't care if you throw them overboard. Matter of fact, throw them overboard, because what's going to happen is one of those earrings is going to come off and be missing, and it's going to be found. And it's not Ogret's earring. I looked at that earring. I said, oh, I know what's going to be found, an earring, right? So anyway, Spencer's telling him, I want to get out of this room, because he goes, how are you enjoying the sea air? He goes, how could I enjoy the sea air? I've been locked up like a prisoner in this room. You're not a prisoner, my boy. Yeah, I can't get out, right? And he goes, I want to get out of here. I want to eat a decent breakfast at a decent area, not in my room, right? And so Victor's like, well, perhaps I'll allow you to have dinner. He goes, I want to have breakfast. And then I want to see my little brother. And Victor says, in due time. Spencer steps to Victor and he goes, I see. And he goes, you see what? He goes, and he got closer to him. You're afraid of me. And Victor looks like, wait, what? You're afraid of me. And so Victor says, what about, almost like, what about you would I be afraid of? No, my boy, and he goes, aside from, no, Spencer said, you're afraid because I will do anything to be free. And he looked at his uncle, and Victor's like, my boy, maybe, okay, you know what, you're right. I will arrange for a proper breakfast in the dining area. You're right. And Spencer says, and I want this latch off of my door, off of it. He goes, we're in the ocean. Where am I going to go? And I said, see, that's the Spencer we know and love. The entitled. I'm going to tell you what to do, Spencer Cassidy, right? See, if that guy went into jail, unfortunately, that guy may have been killed in jail because he would have been considered a threat, right? Little skinny Spencer went into jail and could just curl up from the bad guys and Uncle Cyrus protecting him. But woo, this one looks like he could throw a punch and it'll land and hurt you. So Victor definitely conceded and is going to let Spencer see his brother and is going to let him have breakfast. We'll see if he takes the lock off the door, because Victor don't want to be killed in his sleep. Look, Victor be inside his room, locking it. Click. Wait, lock the door, put the latch on, and flip the other kind of latch that you can't open the door, right? Protect himself from Spencer. So I was like, I like that. I'm liking that. So Trina, when they left, Trina gets out the bed, from under the bed, and Nick, she told him she found the communications room, and she was timing the guards schedule. And she goes, they like to have a smoke break at the same time. They go to opposite ends of the boats, but it's at the same time. That's her window to get in there and try to get a message out, right? And so Spencer told her, be careful, just, be careful, because he doesn't want anything to happen to her. And so he goes, because he said something to her, and she reached up and they gave each other the best little kiss. And, she goes, I got this, she's going to get them out. And I thought that was so cute. I loved it. That was too cute, right? So it's getting good, everybody. Spencer's no joke. And I think with Spencer and Trina and look, Obrecht, they need to let her out, because that is one bull that they need to let loose in the China shop. She will turn that boat upside down. You let Lisa Obrecht loose. So let's go to comment corner. Let's see if I can get through these comments today, everybody. I think I can. I'm the little engine that could. I think I can get through these comments without coughing. If I start coughing, then I'll stop, okay? So Emily says, Victor better lock that door to Spencer's room, because he saw all those muscles on that young boy. Victor was thinking, yeah, he could snap my neck like a grape. That's good. Let me keep the lock on, LOL. Great comment, Emily. And Emily also says, Trina is that chick. She's doing the queen Nzinga. I think it's what, Nzinga, Queen Nefertiti, Xenon warrior princess Shira for her man. Girls gone ahead. Go ahead with your bad self. I know Trina's, I'm rather, she's kind of stealthy. Good for her. I thought she couldn't have gone a whole night without getting caught. But guess what? And Cynthia says, recap is good. Love it. Thank you, Cynthia. Michael says, another good episode. Thank you so much for those reviews despite your difficulty speaking. Thanks so much. Great recap. Yes, let's see if I can keep going. DB says, my heart is skipping a beat with Trina on that boat. Just can't take the thought of Victor throwing her off. Boss baby is taking in the scenery of his new life as a junior prince, and he is feeling it, LOL. I like Diane and Robert. That is a mature situation. I like them too. Deborah says, Sonny'll find Liso. This will bond his son again. Michael will forgive him. Just hope Willow will get help. Move that story along so long. Hope to hear your funny comments. You are great. Thank you so much, Deborah. Anna Rihanna says, great recap. Honestly, Lizo is no woman. She is a lethal weapon. I'm telling you. Spencer is not leaving his brother. Spencer not leaving his brother is honorable. Trina might work it out. Trina's doing a good job so far. Sheila says the actor playing Willow deserves the soap opera award. Sheila also says the entire grudge Michael has towards Sonny has been falling flat. It makes no sense, especially now. Sheila also says if Lizo could, she kill old Victor with her bare hands and leave the body parts behind as evidence. Please, please, please don't allow Trina to get caught. Maybe if Trina survives this, she'll eventually go into law enforcement. And Rihanna says, yes, she does, considering that she was dating Chad Duell when he found his girlfriend and is expecting a baby. Who are we talking about? Yes, she does, considering she was dating. Chad Duell is Michael, the actor playing Michael. So who is yes, she does, considering she was dating. So I don't know who we could be talking about. All grown-ups involved. I wish them all incredible happiness. I think it might be hard to film like they are that much in love, it gives give the awards to her hands down. Okay, I don't know who the her is. I know who Chad Duvall is. That's the person that plays Michael. So, okay. Oh dear says, get him Obret. It's a pity she didn't know about his little potent brew that Holly provided him to taunt him. Yeah, if Obret knew that he's impotent, she would have definitely belittled him to his core with that piece of information. She would have twisted the knife. Oh, yeah, it's good she didn't know that. Let's see. Anita says, why isn't Trina texting anyone? We found out she's not texting because there's probably no cell service in the open air like that, or they have a jammer on the Haunted Star so that, cell phones can't work, but maybe there's really like no cell service where they're at. You got to have towers to ping off of, right? So Dacia says they need to bring back Steve Burton as Jason Morgan to help out. LaShanta says Esme's she's scared. Willow's breaking down by herself. Lady Di, get the job done. Lady Di, who was that? Get the job done. Scott knows Victor has Liesel. Victor's man confirmed that he's got Liesel and they're on the water. Yep. Trina is gonna get caught. Not yet. She might though. Liesel saw Trina. Spencer knows Trina's there. Why didn't he get an attitude about Carly telling Willow? I didn't see that. What I saw with Nina was at the end of the day, she was telling Scott, and they didn't even show that you know what, she also could be there to help comfort her daughter. And I thought she was going to go over there and just, be a shoulder for, just to show Willow, look, we're going to find my aunt, your great aunt Liesel. And then Jordan, I'm sorry, saying Anna was on the run, Lucy's alive. I didn't understand quite that part, LaShanta. Laura let Sunny know Spencer's gone too. Why did Trina think Spencer was gonna leave without Ace? Obret is hell on wheels. I can't believe Victor taunted Obret about her family she's got left. I know, saying he's gonna kill them. Don't tell them that, because that ain't that don't work on her. Hello there says, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Victor even has the entire necklace, and Holly sold a portion to Miss Wu. Yes, she did give Wu a little chunk of it in exchange for the chemical that made him flaccid. If Sonny finds this out, he would try to get the diamond back from Wu and probably exchange it for a portion of the territory. Well, when Victor examined I think the coordinates were only in one piece, because he looked for the piece and he found the piece in that one. So whatever Holly gave to Wu, because not every piece of that Ice Princess has the code in it. There's only certain, and the piece he needed had that code because he was satisfied. And he didn't need the entire necklace, because remember, they've said it, portions of that necklace have been sold off over the years. So it's not the entire necklace that he needed anyway. He needed the one that had the coordinates, the piece that had the coordinates in it, right? Let's see. So you're saying finding he needs to make sure it's the right coordinates. We'll find out if it's the right coordinates. I believe Robin and Valentine said the entire necklace is needed. I don't believe they said that. In order to find some mysterious place that's meaningful to him. I could just see Helena laughing at him. And then let's see. Or maybe when they stop and realize they're in the wrong place, Spencer and Trina will escape and go on the run with baby Ace. Carrie says, I felt the same way, Daily Recap Lady, about Willow. Yes, my mom and I think the same thing. She knew it before Scott did. Yes, Michael is going to need Sunny, no matter what, to help Willow. just have a woman do a man's job to get the information you need, meaning Diane went in and got that information. I know. Also, you don't mess with a woman's family or you're gonna get burned. Yeah, Victor found that out. I also respect Spencer for wanting to protect Ace and stay on the boat. Trina is turning into a junior WSB agent by being stealthy. And then Linda says, awesome job, feel better. Sandy says, the actress that plays Willow must be going crazy, having to constantly cry. I am now sick of it. Give her the transplant already. Victor is off contract, so we won't have to put up with him much longer. The PCPD is so sorry. Have they solved a case since Jason left? I'm sorry, what case did they solve when Jason was there? They don't ever solve a case. Lucy says, GH is zooming along nice and fast. Love it. Ron says, notice how Sonny's taking over. He's got more connections than the police, and don't mess with Lizo. She scared Victor and made it clear she's not afraid of him. I watched how Carly pulled away from Drew at this point, or when Drew was trying to kiss her outside the house. She has Sonny on her mind. We shall see, because her and Sonny have been giving each other these looks, right? The familiarity of, heightened stressful situations with the family is probably kind of pulling them closer together. So that's it for comment corners. I made it, y'all. I made it on Comment Corner. So I will be back tomorrow with another good episode of General Hospital. This should have been February sweeps. This is award-winning stuff that's happening. So I'll be back tomorrow for another daily recap.